Finn and I went to the local orchard and we were able to pick pears. While we were there, we grabbed 5 boxes of these Canada grade peaches. I paid $10 a box and these were 20-pound box, which is a steal when it comes to peaches. So they were selling these peaches for so cheap because these peaches have a fungus on them. So when you look at these, they look really nasty, but this fungus is only on the skin of the peach. Once you peel this peach, it's not on the peach inside. If you saw a case of these on a store shelf, you're not really going to want to buy them because they're not that beautiful, pretty peach that you expect when you buy a peach. They smell amazing, they taste amazing, but right now they just don't look very good. So today we have the very last of the peaches and we're going to be making peach habanero hot sauce. Now a few weeks ago, Finn and I went and we picked up 100 pounds of peaches. It's been a lot of work, but so far we've been able to we've done canned peaches and peach pie filling, and I saved 6 pounds of peaches to go ahead and make this peach habanero hot sauce. I will put the link to this recipe in the description so you can go and find this recipe. The peaches that I use today are in pretty rough shape. You are going to peel your peaches for this recipe, and just a little reminder for that, you're going to cut an X into the bottom of your peaches very lightly, dip it into hot water, leave it for 2 minutes, put it in an ice bath, and then they pull off, the peel peels off really nicely. I went ahead and done that just to save a little bit of time. But the peaches that we're using today, you're gonna see, are really not very pretty. They're all bruised up. They're starting to change colors. I did go through here and cut off the really bad parts that I just didn't want to use. But here's one. I mean, it's really banged up, but it's okay for this recipe because you're going to be blending it up with all these other ingredients. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these into the pot back here. We'll talk about the other ingredients that we need and we'll go ahead and get busy. So the recipe that we're going to be using today calls for a water bath. You don't have to use a pressure canner. So you just need a pot that's big enough to go over, so the water can go over the top of your jars. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be any kind of a pot as long as it fits those requirements. So when you water bath, you do have to sterilize your jars and your lids, and I have all that in here. It is ready to go. I'm actually going to turn that off so I don't have to listen to it. And let's talk about the ingredients that we're going to need. So of course, you need your peaches. I already have those in my pot. Now this recipe calls for orange sweet bell peppers, and that way it keeps that nice orangey color whenever you bottle this. I don't have any of those, so I went out and grabbed a couple of green bell peppers from my garden. So that's what I'm going to be using today. The main ingredient that we're going to be using today, of course, other than the peaches, is the habaneros. Now I do not like habaneros. I think they are extremely hot. I like a little bit of spice, but not terrible craziness. Clay loves these, but I found a recipe that combines the sweet of the peaches with the spicy of the habaneros, so that's what we're going to do today. We are going to be seeding these unless you want extreme spice. I advise you to seed these. When you mess with habaneros, make sure you wear gloves because the oils just soak into your fingers and it will not stop burning. If you don't take my advice though, and you have burning fingers, dip your fingers in cold milk and just let them sit there for a little while. Okay, we're going to be using some onions, salt, garlic. I have a little bit of sugar here and a little bit of bottled lemon juice, and I have apple cider vinegar. We're going to go ahead and seed and chop both of our peppers here. We're going to chop our onions up, and then we're just going to go throw everything into the pot here. We're going to simmer it until the peppers and the onions get tender. Then we blend it up, put it in a bottle, and put it in the water bath, and then we are good to go. Very, very easy, pretty quick, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to make sure I put my gloves on because I do not like burning fingers. So we'll go ahead and start with the habaneros first. If you don't know what a habanero is, there it is. These do turn red. Ours just have not turned red yet. I didn't want to go buy any that were red, so we're just going to go ahead and use the green ones. Oh my God, that is so ridiculously, ridiculously spicy. And you can put as few or as many peppers as you want in this recipe. I'm not gonna put that many because I just want the flavor of the habanero and a little bit of spice. I don't like, oh man, whew. I don't like a lot of spice. That's actually probably all I'm gonna do because these are, ooh, I can't hardly breathe with these now. So if you've never worked with habaneros, they're really rough, which is why Clay makes hot sauce with these, and I've kind of forbidden him to do this in the house. He makes a hot sauce and you can't be in the house with it. It will kill you to be in the house. But we're not roasting these, we're just throwing them in a pot. So we are going to go ahead. Whew, man, spicy, spicy. All right, so we're just gonna give these nothing special. Just a rough chop is all we're gonna do. And if you don't have glasses on, make sure this juice does not splatter in your eyes. It would not be a good day for you. So habaneros, if you've never had habaneros, they have a really good taste to them, but they are super hot. I can remember when Clay and I were still dating, I went to eat spaghetti at his house one night and his mom had put habaneros in it and it would kill you. You could not eat it, like one bite, and I just about died. I was guzzling milk. It was terrible. And she's a really good cook. But the peppers made the spaghetti so spicy, it was just, I couldn't handle it. I don't think anybody could handle it. I think everybody ended up not eating the spaghetti that night. So, beware of habaneros. Same with the bell pepper. Just go ahead, give it a good chopping. Quick and easy. Gotta get some onion done here. Okay, now we're gonna dump the rest of our stuff in here. We got our garlic, lemon juice, a little bit of sugar, some salt, and our vinegar. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good mixing. Here's another word to the wise here. When you are dealing with habaneros, don't use a wooden spoon because the wood will soak up the oil from the pepper and you won't be able to get it out. I can breathe those. So you can smell the habaneros on here and it really takes your breath away. Use a metal spoon when you're filling with habaneros. Don't use a wooden spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. I'm gonna go ahead and I have put that on high. I'm gonna bring that to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I'll turn it down and just let it simmer for a little while, just till that stuff is tender, and then we'll go ahead and puree it. All right, so this has been going for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and use my soup pureer and start pureeing this up and make sure it's all tender. If I see any chunks, then I'll just continue letting it go for just a little bit longer. Ooh, that sounds bad. And that's not supposed to sound like that. All right, this is almost ready, but I'm going to let it, there's a couple chunks in there that still need to get softened, so I'm just gonna let it cook a little bit more. So it's like the consistency that you would put in like a bottle to pour out, but I'm gonna be putting mine in mason jars, and so I'm just gonna let it thicken up just a little bit more. But I am gonna taste it. And I'm actually kind of scared to taste this because I don't like hot stuff. And it smells pretty hot. Bug after me. It's presently not too bad, but it's good. Welcome back to the chaos that I call my life right now. And yes, it has been a few days since I started that peach habanero hot sauce. It is a very, very short thing to do, but I was about 30 minutes too late and I had to go somewhere and I did not get finished that day. And this is the third day. 3 days later, here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. Like I said, it's been 3 days and Clay and I have been eating this sauce on everything for 3 days. I don't really like habaneros that much, but it is so good. One thing I have found though, that it wasn't quite hot enough for me. The flavor was so incredible, but it just didn't have enough spice. We've been kind of slathering on everything, you know, using it as a mayo on sandwiches. And I was like, you know, before I can this, I want to make it a little bit hotter. So I did go and grab a few, 4 or 5 more habaneros today, and I put in there, you know, softened them up and then pureed it. Now it's perfect. We are ready to go. What's been happening since I seen you last? Part of a new kitchen here. Found this new to me stove a few days ago, went to look at it, grabbed it while I was there because it was in such great shape. It is amazing to have all the burners. It's bigger, wider than my other one, and I can get all my pots on here at the same time, which is great because now I'm not doing part of it on here, taking it around outside onto the porch to the outdoor cook stove. Clay got my pot holder, my pot rack hung up for me today. Finally, it's really nice to have all those in one spot because I have such a small kitchen. They were just kind of crammed in different places. So it's really nice, but it is a mess. I have deer bones back here cooking to make broth. I have the rest of the pear skins back there. I cooked down. I've got them draining through a jelly bag to make jelly. I did finally get through 170 pounds of pears, and I can honestly tell you I do not want to see another pear for a while, but we're here for peaches, so we're gonna go ahead and get started canning this peach habanero hot sauce. All right, so I have all my stuff going. I've reheated my hot sauce back here. I have my jars sterilized back here, and then I have the lids over here sterilized as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to put everything into the jars. Now, it doesn't matter for this recipe if you use half pints or pints, you're still gonna do it a water bath just for 15 minutes. I'm gonna be using a little half pints today. Very hot here. All right. This is one of those things, you know, I always say use store-bought or whatever you can to make these types of recipes. But I would say for peach habanero hot sauce, make sure you have homegrown peaches because a homegrown peach tastes nothing like a store-bought peach. So my kids said this does not look very nice. They said it looks gross. My color is a bit off here. This recipe calls for a sweet orange bell pepper. I didn't have any. I used what was in my garden, and that was a green bell pepper. But it did not change the flavor at all because they were nice sweet green peppers grown right here on my farm. Leave about a ½ inch space at the top of your jar to make sure you have a good seal on it. It's really good, but it's got some heat to it now though, but it's good. So make sure you wipe the top of your jars off. Always want to have a nice, good, clean edge to put your lid on. Okay, now we're gonna put our sterilized lids on. We're gonna go ahead and put these into the pot now, start our water bath. Your water bath timer doesn't start until your water starts boiling. So we're gonna put these in. Okay, so all those are in there. We're gonna go ahead and turn this back on. We're gonna let that come to a boil again. Boil it for 15 minutes and then we will be done. We're gonna take them out and let them cool, and then we are good to go. Once you take those out, give them 24 hours. If those jars do not seal within the next 24 hours, then you don't need to put them in a long-term storage because they're not gonna keep, they're gonna go bad. If you have a jar that doesn't seal, just stick it in your refrigerator and use it. Hot sauce, it has a lot of peppers in it. It's got vinegar in it. It's gonna stay good for a while. So if one of these jars doesn't seal and you put this into your refrigerator, it's gonna be good for a month, 6 weeks. And I assure you, it is so good, it's not gonna last a month. So I hope you enjoyed this multi-day hot sauce recipe. It's a good one. I really hope you try it. I hope you're not put off by the habaneros or me choking when I was trying to cut off the habaneros. Habaneros do give off a smell that really bother me. I can't stand to breathe the raw habanero smell in, but once it's cooked, I don't really have a problem with it. So enjoy the hot sauce. I'll see you next time.